Hi Aquarius, how are you doing? Today we are going to be doing a messages from your mermaids, and also we'll do mermaids and dolphins, all the affiliate links that are found down below. We're going to have a look at certain aspects of your energy with 5 cards. So what does Gemini need to know today? This is a timeless reading, so whenever anyone finds this, it is the appropriate time, perhaps, that they need to hear it. If it's not, then maybe look at the other ones. So what does Gemini need to know today? Gemini. Because let's face it, mermaids are cool. Okay. So the energy that you have around you at the moment is accepting. So acceptance is a great form. And if you don't accept at the moment your situation or who you are, be willing to accept. Be willing to accept to love yourself. It is in self-love that everything will materialize. So accepting a situation doesn't mean to say you're giving away your power. It just means that you're accepting the lifelong lesson that you're going through today or recently. So what is it that you need to accept? Do you have to accept that something needs to be let go of, or something has to be gained? Acceptance is a fantastic word and has so many powerful meanings. So accept. Find out what it is that you have to accept today. We don't have to accept things that are no good for us. We don't have to accept people's opinions and negativity. But we do have to be willing to accept that we need to love ourselves more and give to ourselves and empower ourselves. These are the great things that we do need to accept. So what is the potential energy coming in? Patience. Patience is always a great aspect to have a look at today. This is one of the hardest aspects for people to really grasp when their situation is all over the place or not coming too soon. But it's in patience that we can accept that the universe and God, love, and even your higher self are all working together for your better good. So to have patience is a form of honour and a form of accepting, but it's also a form of love. So if you feel that there is no patience and why is this not happening? I've done X, Y, and Z and it's still not happening. Why? Because the right energies have to be aligned, and this is where acceptance come in. If you accept that you love yourself 100% without criticizing yourself or criticizing others, and have you got respect for yourself and others, because having patience for your situation to come towards you, like twin flames and that soulmate and even that perfect job or situation, is important to have that patience, because it will come if you align yourself in accepting of goodness and the divine power, so to speak. So what are you aware of at the moment? Well, if we're going to study patience, we may as well just go with the flow. So going with the flow means you have accepted that the divine power and your higher self is in tune with your soul journey and spiritual journey as well. So instead of fighting things and arguing with life, it is best just to get on board and just sail away in the stream of tranquility of where you're supposed to be going. So if the direction is a little bit harsh at the moment, just allow it to naturally die out and then you'll be clear from that, and then you'll be able to go into something else. So sometimes going with the flow is quite turbulent, but going with the flow is better than kind of harshly doing something that can cause so much anxiety and disturbance. So now we have the insight. It's always good to contemplate about life and the meaning of life, your higher purpose, who you are, and what have you learnt so far. These thoughts can pass slowly, peacefully, and then you can just watch them as they go by and maybe adopt one and think what that would be like. Hey, what would happen if? Wow, what if I could do this? Wouldn't it be wonderful if? And all these things can get your imagination going. And so contemplating is really important. It's when we don't have any vision, imagination, or aspiration to do things that we become stale and stagnant and depressed, and we just pull ourselves down. So taking the time to contemplate is such a good idea. So this is the insight that you may have. And if you're waiting, why not contemplate? So your outcome is feelings. Where are your feelings at the moment? Are they all over the place? Or are they in harmony with how your life is going at the moment? Some people look at this card and go, well, it's very dark. Or they may say, wow, look at the light coming in. So the yin-yang of this card is very in tune with how you are feeling. They're both very, very necessary because it is the yin-yang of your situation, the balance that we need. We need the thoughts and we need the feelings to inspire ourselves, to make our lives so much more loving and prosperous. So we have to accept what is going on, but not being downtrodden, but accept that we are great beings and we are very powerful as people to allow ourselves to give to ourselves. So let's have a look at what the dolphins and the mermaids are saying today. What do Gemini? Right, let's have a look. So you have self-forgiveness. So as you're contemplating what's gone on and what's not gone on, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child, which is true. Everything comes from the divine. Everything leaves through the divine, kind of. But when we forgive ourselves, we're able to accept ourselves. And by accepting and forgiving ourselves, we become neutral and we judge less. And if you forgive yourself, you're able to move on and accept that love and abundance, prosperity, and all those good things in life can come to you. So having the patience to accept that you're willing to forgive yourself, the acceptance of willing to love yourself is so vitally important. So just ask yourself perhaps today, what do I need to forgive about my life? That maybe I need to, because is it the lack of time? I forgive myself for procrastinating, for filling it up with nonsense when I could have been doing this. And then you've got to forgive that thought because that's putting pressure on yourself. So it can be a little bit of a minefield, but if you accept you are at the right place at the right time, just go with the flow and it'll take you into the direction that you're meant to be at. Thank you for listening. Lots of love to you, and we'll see you again soon.